Language Foundations Vocabulary Flashcards, helping you achieve understanding.
The exchange of goods for an agreed sum of money. Shopping at a market. Does the weekly marketing at the supermarket. The commercial processes involved in promoting and selling and distributing a product or service. Most companies have a manager in charge of marketing. The exchange of goods for an agreed sum of money. The exchange of goods for an agreed sum of money. Transactions, sales and purchases, having the objective of supplying commodities, goods and services. An economic system, Europe in 18th century, to increase a nation's wealth by government regulation of all of the nation's commercial interests. The United States federal department that promotes and administers domestic and foreign trade, including management of the Census and the Patent Office, created in 1913. Transactions, sales and purchases, having the objective of supplying commodities, goods and services. Social exchange, especially of opinions, attitudes, etc. Transactions, sales and purchases, having the objective of supplying commodities, goods and services. Searching for or buying goods or services. Went shopping for a reliable plumber. The commodities purchased from stores. She loaded her shopping into the car. The sale of capital stock. Writing in capital letters. The act of capitalizing on an opportunity. An estimation of the value of a business. The act of making or transporting alcoholic liquor for sale illegally. The Prohibition Amendment made bootlegging profitable. The act of selling illegally or without permission. The bootlegging of videotapes is common in Asia. The use of the telephone as an interactive medium for promotion and sales. The act of selling goods for a living. A sale of property at a price agreed on by the seller and buyer without an intervening agency. The use of the telephone as an interactive medium for promotion and sales. A deceptive way of selling that involves advertising a product at a very low price in order to attract customers who are then persuaded to switch to a more expensive product. The act of selling goods for a living. The act of selling goods for a living. The selling of something purchased. The activities involved in selling commodities directly to consumers. An agreement, or contract, in which property is transferred from the seller, vendor, to the buyer, vendee, for a fixed price in money, paid or agreed to be paid by the buyer. The salesman faxed the sales agreement to his home office. An occasion, usually brief, for buying at specially reduced prices. They held a sale to reduce their inventory. A particular instance of selling. He has just made his first sale. The general activity of selling. They tried to boost sales. The state of being purchasable, offered or exhibited for selling. You'll find vitamin C for sale at most pharmacies. Ignoring distinctions. Wholesale destruction. On a large scale without careful discrimination. I buy food wholesale. Sell in large quantities. The selling of goods to merchants, usually in large quantities for resale to consumers. At a wholesale price. I can sell it to you wholesale. A betrayal of one's principles, country, cause, etc. an event for which all tickets are sold. Get your tickets for the concert early, it is sure to be a sellout. Someone who has sold out. The selling of an entire stock of something. The latest Xbox game is so popular, shops are warning of a probable sellout before Christmas. Selling goods abroad at a price below that charged in the domestic market. A method of selling in which the price is reduced until a buyer is found. English theoretical physicist, born in 1942. The act of selling goods for a living. Organizing into or administering as a syndicate. Selling, an article or cartoon, for publication in many magazines or newspapers at the same time. He received a comfortable income from the syndication of his work. Be sold at the retail level. These gems retail at thousands of dollars each. Sell on the retail market. The selling of goods to consumers, usually in small quantities and not for resale. At a retail price. I'll sell it to you retail only. The sale of capital stock. Writing in capital letters. The act of capitalizing on an opportunity. An estimation of the value of a business. The use of the telephone as an interactive medium for promotion and sales. Marketing via a promotion delivered directly to the individual prospective customer. Transmit or serve as the medium for transmission. A television station and its programs. A satellite TV channel. A bodily passage or tube lined with epithelial cells and conveying a secretion or other substance. Poison is released through a channel in the snake's fangs. A path over which electrical signals can pass. A channel is typically what you rent from a telephone company. Often plural, a means of communication or access. It must go through official channels. A way of selling a company's product either directly or via distributors. Possible distribution channels or wholesalers are small retailers or retail chains or direct mailers or your own stores. A long narrow furrow cut either by a natural process, such as erosion, or by a tool, as e.g. a groove in a phonograph record. Send from one person or place to another. A deep and relatively narrow body of water, as in a river or a harbor or a strait linking two larger bodies, that allows the best passage for vessels. The ship went aground in the channel. A passage for water, or other fluids, to flow through. The fields were crossed with irrigation channels. Direct the flow of. Channel information towards a broad audience. A way of selling a company's product either directly or via distributors. Possible distribution channels or wholesalers are small retailers or retail chains or direct mailers or your own stores.
Become our student and get access to effective and free educational materials. Subscribe to our YouTube channel to become a part of our growing YouTube community and to learn English effectively.